I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS. How did this become a thing in Western culture? Grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys. It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish about these K-pop boys.
The year just started, but things are looking a lot better for the boys of BTS. I mean, Seoul concert, world tour, and even a new album. What else can ARMYs ask for? However, while there are a lot of good things we can look forward to this 2022, there are also things we would rather see go. For example, celebrities hating on BTS. Like, come on, it's a new year, why can't people let the boys be? Well, thankfully BTS decided that enough is enough and even called out some of these artists. Do you want to know who these celebs are? Make sure to stick around because you'll be meeting them in a few. First on the list is Ellen Degeneres. Okay, while most of you might know the tea between Ellen and the boys, some new ARMYs do not. So allow me to give you guys a summary. Basically, the boys made an appearance in the Ellen Degeneres show way back in 2017. Fans were very excited, yes, not until the host decided to ask the boys whether BTS tried to hook up with their fans. And not jokingly, since she was dead serious, asking them if the members try to play hooky with ARMYs. Since then, BTS skips the show when they visit the US without giving any reason as to why, which leads us to the allegation that there must be something going on between the parties, and by the looks of it, it's not something good. Well, enough with that, let's move on. Next is Klein.
I hate K-pop. I don't get BTS. How did this become a thing in Western culture? Grown men and little girls are jerking off to little K-pop boys. It's like a little fetish. It's like a little twink gay fetish about these K-pop.
Another person you guys might not hear of is Klein. Well, surprise, surprise, since he is actually pretty famous. He and his wife do a podcast called the H3 Podcast, where they talk about literally anything. And with anything, I mean K-pop and BTS. So during one of their broadcasts, he launched the series Frenemies with Trisha Paytas. You know, the one who got viral because of her famous memes some years back. Anyway, in this specific podcast, Ethan made very racist and homophobic remarks about BTS. And believe me when I say it's pretty nasty, promise. Not only did he declare his hate for K-pop, but he also went ahead by saying that since he hates the music genre, he naturally doesn't like BTS as well. Klein didn't stop there since he continued by dropping rude comments about. He even commented on their looks and even said that the whole K-pop fan culture is like a quote-unquote creepy fetish of fangirls going crazy over quote twink gay grown-up men. Seriously? And while those comments were uncalled for, Ethan didn't stop there and continued belittling ARMYs and fans in general by making fun of how fangirls would spaz over their idols on Twitter, as if there was something wrong about doing so. I mean, there isn't, since fans have all the right to share their love for their fave on social media. Moving on, we have Be Free. Okay, I think ARMYs will collectively agree that this guy is officially the most hated person in the fandom. Well, at least one of the most hated, since there had been added recently. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that Be Free successfully offended not only the whole fandom, but also the boys when he made comments about RM and Suga during a radio broadcast. The incident happened way back in 2013 when the boys were just starting in the music industry. And we all know that RM and Suga were originally underground rappers before they ultimately debuted as idols. This is the reason why both of them were invited to a show which aimed to somehow connect underground rappers with idol rappers. And RM and Suga gladly participated because they wanted to put an end to the discrimination idol rappers are facing once and for all. However, Be Free had a different idea and decided that didn't like the fact that the two chose to debut as idols. He then started insulting them and their music and even went ahead and commented on their looks, saying that they look like girls wearing makeup and fancy clothes whenever they perform on stage. Very personal and uncalled for. Be Free. Because of this, ARMYs were in a rage and most of them got very furious after hearing his comments. And yes, I know this happened in 2013, but it doesn't change the fact that wearing makeup does not and will not make a man less manly, just like how not wearing it will make anyone a lot manlier. His parade of hateful comments didn't stop here, since he proudly shared that he doesn't listen to BTS albums or music since he doesn't like it. However, his nasty comment ended up backfiring at him 6 years after BTS became certified global superstars. He finally posted posted an apology, which fans thought was way too late. Now, and armies were not letting him off the hook. The moral of the story, well, hating on BTS will never bring you good things. Next up, Jason Derulo.
BTS ate you up on your own song. So embarrassing. You tagged every single one of them, and you can't tag BTS who got you to this point. You can't even tag one BTS_official_big hit. You can't do that.
The boys are super humble, and everyone knows that since they won't achieve this much love if they aren't, right? Sadly, some people would take advantage of them and their kind hearts, which is pretty saddening. One of them is Jason Derulo. BTS actually had a collab with Jason Derulo for his song Savage Love, which of course topped Billboard charts. However, rather than celebrating the achievement with BTS, Jason did the exact opposite and completely omitted BTS. I mean, he acted as if he is the sole reason why the song achieved so much, even though it's clear as broad daylight that he would never come close to topping Billboard without the help of BTS. In a video he uploaded on his TikTok, he shared how he celebrated after learning his song topped the charts. What's more annoying is when he boastfully shouted, "I got to #1," without taking the time to thank BTS or even just mention them. I mean, that's the least he can do, right? To make things worse, he never tagged BTS on his social media post when he announced the milestone the song achieved. I mean, never, not even once. Well, if he doesn't hate BTS, I don't see any other reason why he would literally forget them. It's called collaboration for a reason. His statement during his interview with Ellen Degeneres made things worse. When asked how the collaboration came about, he answered saying, quote, "I met them a few years ago. The members came up to me, but I didn't know who they were." Wow, the audacity. He continued by saying, quote, "An American singer, a New Zealand composer, and a massive K-pop group ended up working together," continuing his no mentioning BTS agenda. And what's with calling them with anything but their name? Was it really hard to at least address them correctly? Of course, the fans were livid, stating the glaring fact that he would never top the chart without the help of BTS. They also started boycotting the song to the point media outlets have reported the sudden decline Savage Love experienced after what happened. Billboard even released a report that the purchased armies made was the reason why the song became the top spot. Well, I hope they never cross paths ever again, since he clearly doesn't deserve it. Also, since the boys had officially unfollowed him on Twitter, I guess our wish is granted, right? Last on the list is Shallon Lester. This actress was in hot water when she made a statement about being confused about the boys of BTS. Sadly, she didn't make these comments out of an honest difficulty of telling who is who, since it can be pretty hard to familiarize yourself with group members, especially when you're new to K-pop, right? Anyway, Shallon explained that what she is confused about is how she should call BTS, since she's not very sure whether they are boys or girls. Yep, you heard it right, another racist comment. Fans are furious when they heard her comment because, come on, even a toddler can differentiate between them. Well, we can't do anything about it because they are just people out there who remain ignorant and close-minded, but honestly, we should just ignore them. After all, BTS is better off without them. Besides, karma will surely bite them back, so let's just focus our energy on our fave, right? What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, make sure to give this video a like and stay tuned for more. See you next time!